So again, we see this lady here and real close to it, but never been able to, get a hold of it. Shunem literally is defined as an uneven place. That's what it's defined as. An uneven place. What does Shunem mean? Uneven place. Something don't make sense. You ever been to a place where it just ain't making no sense? I'm doing more than I ever did before. I know more than I ever knew before, things of God-wise. And yet I'm getting less results than I ever had. I got more wisdom now. I know what I'm doing now. But yet the results are not matching that which, God has granted unto myself. I'm just using myself figuratively here to speak on your behalf as well, but it's an uneven place. It ain't adding up. Something's not right. I know I ain't the smartest, but I can't be that stupid. I don't understand why I can't break this poverty thing. Come on. Something ain't making no sense here. It's an uneven place. And so this lady, she's there. Tell somebody, I've been there. And matter of fact, I'll speak on my behalf. I'm there. He says, and he goes on a little bit further here. And so, obviously, she says, what we're going to have to do, I'm going to have to expand this thing here. So she understood the concept here. She said, I got to break open some walls around here because up to now, we can't contain this anointing here. And it's just vexing me because I can't get it to stay. And it's just passing through, and we're getting glimpses. The only thing we're getting is moments. You see, and you're like, that was a service. Oh, that was nice. But after a little while, because you can't hold on to that anointing, you relapse. And you end up going back to, are y'all hearing me? And it becomes the same song, second verse. Are y'all hearing me? Ain't nothing changing by the time the year ends up being over. You see. And so she said, I'm going to have to expand this thing here. We got to kick out some walls around here, so forth. And you know the story that she, completely renovates this thing here and makes a particular place. She expands her house to be exclusive for the anointing, for that thing there. She expanded her place so that when that next thing came through, it would be able to stay the next time. So, she got it all ready and furnished the thing and, so forth. And so that anointing came and by way of the prophet. And he's sitting up in this thing now, all new carpet smelling and fresh paint smell. And it's blessing him. And honor, I told you before, stirs the anointing. And that honor now is stirring that anointing up on the inside of him. And he begins to turn, the story that he ends up prophesying and saying about this time next year you're going to have yourself, a son. And so that anointing of restoration gave birth to her potential. Potential is not what you have done. It's what you haven't done, but you still can do. Are y'all hearing me? It gave birth to potential. Her potential came alive. It was always there, but it couldn't come alive. So all of a sudden her potential comes alive by way of this particular boy. And the Bible makes it plain that potential, somebody say potential. Potential began to grow. And one day, see, your potential was given to you to help you reap in the harvest. And the potential was out there with his daddy, out there in the fields, reaping in the harvest. And in the midst of potential doing what it was meant to do, which is to help you bring in the harvest, an attack comes on the head. An attack comes on potential. And I don't know if you've ever been there, but the moment that you've given birth to potential, something comes alive on the inside of you. Satan does not allow potential to become mature before he launches an attack against it. But he attacks it while it's still young, while it's still vulnerable, while it still can be taken. And an attack comes on your mind. An attack comes on your thinking. You got to get to the point where you ask yourself, do I want to be hurt or do I want to be healed? You come to a point where you recognize that the attacks is coming on your thinking. That's well thought of by Satan. He's attacking potential. He's trying to kill potential that restoration gave birth to. So here now, we know the story. I don't know if the boy had heat stroke, sunstroke, aneurysm. Something happened, and the boy died. And the father said, take him to his mama. And because mama's the one that got the word. And here the mama said, all right, take my boy, and we're going to put him on the bed. Because the bed is the place where restoration gave birth to it. Y'all got to track with me. You got to track with me. Because y'all waiting for scriptures and verses and so forth. You can read the Bible when you go home. And put the child on the bed. And then, because what she doing? She's saying it ain't dead, he's just sleeping. Oh, you just missed a good place to shout right there. I'm here to tell you your potential ain't dead, it's just sleeping. I said it's just sleeping. It ain't dead, it ain't over yet, it's just been sleeping. Go find 3 people, let them know it's just been sleeping. Come on, tell them it's just been sleeping, it's just been sleeping. It's just been sleeping. It's just been sleeping. It's just been sleeping. Palmer worm and wearing out. I'm here to tell you there's an anointing coming to restore fathers in this house. There's an anointing to restore the grace and an appreciation for fathers is coming in this house. I'm telling you, God said that before Jesus comes, he says because God knew that the attack would be against the structure of the house, the structure of the church, and men are the structure of the family. And Jesus said before he comes back, he would restore again fathers to the children and children to the fathers. You're drowning me out. Are y'all hearing this? He says before he come back, there is a restoring anointing that's about to hit men like you ain't ever seen before. Because I know. Because the palmer worm, by this spirit of the age, has been eating at your confidence. And there's fathers who have almost given up on fathering. Yeah, that's why I got quiet. Almost giving up on it. And just forget it. Do what you want to do. Forget it. It's just been eaten because that palmer worm. It's just gnawing and just gnawing. They don't want to embrace that anointing. Are y'all hearing me? I want to embrace that. It's a spirit. It's a devil. You see. He said, but there's an anointing. I'm telling you, I'm going to preach this in a little bit. There's an anointing coming to restore fathers back to their houses and restore children back to their fathers. The missing thing in our youth today is the effects of the fathering anointing. We got a bunch of wild-ass kids that don't know how to hear God, don't know how to obey. Somebody said, did he just cuss? Did he just cuss like I thought he just cussed? Go get your concordance and study the spirit of the wild ass. It's in the Bible. You ain't got to like me, but it's coming anyhow. It's coming anyhow. It's coming anyhow. I'll be done in a minute. I'll be out your way. I'm here to serve the devil. Notice that we're coming back for our children. We're coming back for our money. We're coming back for our marriages. We're coming back. We are coming